Hi, my name's Leah, and on this windy day I'm about to head off to my first volunteer session as a Beanstalk reader at a local primary school. And yes, I am nervous. But I do just want to say a huge thank you to all of the staff at Beanstalk who, from the first moment I saw anything about Beanstalk in a local newsletter to today, have been really amazing. It's a big commitment to do this, and that's probably the scariest thing for me about it. As a freelancer, I need to look after how I can, manage my income and volunteer time. But actually the work I do, I think I'll be inspired by reading with children this way, and that's what attracted me to it. I like that it's a way that I can work with people locally in my community, and I also think that the people I work with as clients would really like that this is something that they enable me to do. So for other people who are freelancers who think that Beanstalk might be for them, I encourage you to just pop online and pop your details into their form. You get an awesome day of training, which has helped me feel really prepared. And the school I'm going to just now, I went to it last week for the first time to meet the head teacher, to see the school. Hopefully I'll be back with news about how this first day's gone. Bye! Hi, it's Leah, and this is my second video diary as a new Beanstalk reader volunteer. And I'm filming this after just coming back from the primary school after reading with my readers for their second session. And I'm actually really glad I didn't film this after my first session. Not because anything was wrong, it was amazing, but it was maybe too good. I just had so much fun. I was so inspired by them, and I think I felt like this whole year is going to be really easy, really fun. I'm going to connect with them, I'm going to inspire them, and it's going to be brilliant. And after this second session, I've just been a little bit humbled by the task ahead. So over the weekend, I was inspired to pop to the library and see if I could pick out 3 books, one for each of my readers, that I thought would be great for them. For one of them, I've done brilliantly, and the other 2, I've just got to figure out a bit more about how to reach them. But we will find a way. One of the things that Beanstalk encourages us to do is to be determined. Hi, it's Leah, doing the third of my video diaries as a Beanstalk reading volunteer, and this one will continue from my last one, where I talked a little bit about a couple of my readers who I felt like I could do better with. What basically happened was that they both abandoned books that they were reading, which in Beanstalk world is completely fine. I just felt like I didn't know them well enough yet to know where to go from there. So that was my focus for the next couple of sessions with them. And so I'd love to tell you a bit about that. With one of them, I managed to get a bit of extra space. So the next time I saw this reader, we had some more space, and I brought the entire book of box of books from Beanstalk. I brought that whole thing and encouraged my reader to literally pick out the books that they felt like looked good, and we put them on the floor and we spread them out and we talked about the covers and the titles. My reader found words on the titles that began with the letter of my reader's first name, and so I felt like this was a really good start for us exploring a wide range of books and just helping me to get to know my reader better. With the other one, so this one is really good at reading books that are for very young children, and when my reader picks up more complicated books, and this has happened last time with a picture on the front that they wanted to find out more about and it was a bit challenging, they'd put it aside. That particular book I looked at and it was a really interesting book, and I thought my reader would really enjoy it. So next time I saw my reader, I asked them to pick a book from the school library that they wanted to read to me and that they were confident reading, so they did that. And I sat in front of them so I could be an audience for them reading. And then I asked if I could read this book to them. And this book had different voices in, different animals. And halfway through reading it, my reader said, oh, it all rhymes. And I felt like that was a really special moment. A book that had previously been abandoned, we'd looked at it again, we'd looked at it a different way. And, maybe this is a gift of doing volunteer reading with Beanstalk, all these treasures that are hidden inside the pages of books that we don't get to enjoy unless we're sharing these books with young people. Hi, it's Leah. I'm at my local library, a place where I spend a little more time in now that I'm a Beanstalk reader helper. And this video diary comes after my first full half term with the young people I've been reading with. So that's a full half term of being in the routine, just knowing how it goes, knowing how this routine works with the rest of the work that I do, and just generally feeling really happy about it and confident about it. Not to mention the extra 4 miles I walk every week. I think that's just been nice for my personal health. But beyond that, the biggest change with the relationship I have with the readers I work with is that over the last few weeks we've kind of stopped pretending when we don't like something. When they aren't interested in something, I think now, or at least I'm seeing evidence that they know it's fine to say that they don't, or to show that they don't, because they know that we can find another book or find another way to look at this book. And so that's been really good. I think that's quite an important first step on this journey. And I just wanted to feature the local library as well, because the box of books that we get from Beanstalk, it's brilliant, but sometimes we just need to go a little bit beyond there. So there was one reader who really wasn't responding to many of the books that we had, except this one, and she noticed that there are actual real photographs in it as part of a story. So rather than an information book, it was a storybook with actual photographs. So I came here to this library and I said, have you got any other children's stories books with actual photographs in? And they did, and they helped me, and that was really great. It was just nice to put it on the table and to notice this reader pick it up and be interested in it. So that's just things that I really enjoy just following up with. I've learned to not have a plan, by the way. I've learned to not get too excited about an idea I have that they're going to do, because they likely won't, but they might in a few weeks' time, they might when they feel like it. So I kind of just approach each session with options on the table and just see what each one picks up on. I wanted to pop this little message here now because I'm about to go and meet a local Beanstalk reader who's been doing this a lot longer than I have. So it's the first time I've met this Beanstalk reading volunteer, and it means that I can ask a few questions. I just wanted to do a quick check-in to update on meeting the other local Beanstalk reader, because that was so much fun. And if you're already a Beanstalk reader, I recommend connecting with your regional leader, getting in touch with who else is volunteering near you, because it was just, it's just fun. We just had anecdotes to share and to connect on why we do what we do. And it got me thinking, because she has always loved reading. That's something that's always been part of her life. And actually, I can imagine a lot of Beanstalk readers are like that. They just love books, love reading, and have always done so. I haven't. I always thought it was quite functional. It wasn't really until I was in my 20s where I read something that just got me and made me realise what writing could do. So I guess that's a slightly different path. What I know is that if my reading hadn't been at quite an advanced level, then I would not have been able to access the books that I value so much today and have honestly just changed my life. And that's what books can do. So yeah, just it's fun in the moment, and it's fun thinking about what your work could do for the young people that you're working with far, far, far in the future, when you're old and they're your age. It's very, very exciting. So I'll finish now. I think my train's coming.